Welcome, everybody, to episode number 15 of Money Talks with me, Reezy Resells, where you call in or you submit questions about online entrepreneurship, making money, Amazon, eBay, social media, all of that stuff. Maybe you just want to call and say, hey, the number is 209-83 Reezy. And until then, I'm going to go ahead and go through some questions that I have on Instagram. I'm actually trying to get this Facebook stream set up real quick. Hold on a second. Facebook live on live on Facebook, live AMA. Give me a second, guys. 1 second, sorry. And boom, make sure you turn it scape. Boom. And then turn the camera. All right, so right now we are on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, I think. I'm not 100 about the Facebook yet. This is my first time trying Facebook. I have my old phone. This is crazy, guys. You should see these 3 screens right here. Anyways, so let's go ahead and go at some of the questions that we got that already came in on Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat and I will answer them just as soon as I can get to them. Let's see who's here. Hello to Bunansalius, Anonymous, Hank Watt, Mike Poe, TJL Resell. Thanks for joining me again, TJ. Charles Shores, Alexander Yeh. Call-ins now or after IG questions? After the IG questions. Just let's get it going for a minute. Mother's Mustache. Gotta love your mother's mustache. DQ, Trip on Sales, Stuff Gone by 80. Over here on Instagram, we got Duca de Mike, Sam Cody on Instagram Live also, if you prefer that platform. Also on Facebook over here. Sorry, Facebook, I'm probably going to neglect you. I'm just be 100 for you on that. Let's go into these questions. Oh, how's everybody doing today on Memorial Day? RIP to all our fallen soldiers, by the way. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, kicking it with their family. Oh, Nehemiah Davis just went live. Let's see. Downtown FBA says, for LTL shipments, where do you get the wood pallets and how do you weigh the whole thing? Also, is there anywhere that they won't do pickups? I don't have a driveway, just an alley, so not sure if a truck will drive in there. Thanks again to the homie Reezy. Okay, thanks for the question, Downtown FBA, at Downtown FBA, if you want to holler at a homie. But so for LTL shipments, you can get the pallets a number of places. Craigslist, you can put an ad on Craigslist saying that you'll take pallets, or you can just look for them on Craigslist. Another place is any place that gets really heavy shipments regularly. So like auto mechanics place where they do repairs on cars, the parts get shipped in on pallets, or a tire shop, they come in on pallets. A garden shop, places that have soil delivered, those all come on pallets. So places that get stuff delivered on pallets, pallets are a problem to them. So you're actually helping them out if you take those off their hands. So that's where you can get pallets. You can just throw the pallet on the scale and weigh it, and you'll see what the pallet weighs. I think they weigh like 20 pounds, maybe 40 max. I don't think 40 though. And is there anywhere that they won't do pickups? So obviously the truck needs to be able to back up, and it needs to have a lift gate, because I'm assuming you don't have a dock. So like where I live in my house, we have a super steep driveway, like more than 45 degrees. It's super gnarly. So what we do is we build the pallet, we put the pallet down at the bottom of the driveway where it's flat, where the truck can get to with the hand truck or dolly hand jack deal, whatever they're called. And then we build it one box at a time on the pallet. We also, the way we calculate the total weight is by weighing each box individually and then adding it together. So I know there's like pallet jack scales, and those would be super convenient, but we don't have one, and not necessary. But I mean, I'm sure if your workflow was much larger, it would be worth it for you to grab one. But yeah, definitely look into LTL shipping. Whatever you're doing, you can save an immense amount. We save 60% when we do LTL over a standard UPS or FedEx rate. So highly, highly recommended. Let's go on to the next question. If you guys have any questions over here on Facebook, please feel free to put those out, and I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. I'm going to do the Instagram questions first. So from Slangin' Amazon, they said, yeah, the LTL tried to make a shipment yesterday, but I got confused. I have to have shipment contents, but it wants to go box by box. So do I just add completed shipments to the pallet? Quick video would be awesome. So I do have a video on pallets, but it was before box contents was necessary. And the way that we handle box contents is we have our own software, but we build the pallet one box at a time, and we're doing the box contents as we go along. And so, you add 10 or 20 boxes today, 10 or 20 boxes tomorrow, and then when you're all done, you just make your pallets. But yeah, I'll try and make a video for that in the future. It is a little pain in the butt. Box contents, man. We did have a software made for that for ourselves, so it's kind of a little different for us. Ray Duvall says, based on what do you define the books that are good or bad to list on Amazon with a good ROI? I've been selling a couple of books from thrift stores and Goodwill, but not been getting back that good profit. I want to know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well, first of all, it doesn't seem like you understand the economy of the business that you're trying to do. You shouldn't be buying and selling stuff if you're not understanding what the profit is that you're going to get on each potential sale based on your investment, cost of goods, etc. But the way that we do it, most of us anyways, in the book selling business, we use an app. The current app that we're using is FBA Scan. By the time you're watching this, there might be a new app out called My Scout IQ, which is going to be 1,000 times better. But for now, it's FBA Scan, and you scan the books, and it tells you, or whatever you scan, and it tells you what the current offers and prices are available on Amazon. There'll be 3 columns. There'll be new, used, and then FBA. And depending on how you're going to sell it and what condition the item is, you can compare the prices, look at the sales rank, view the sales rank graph. That will tell you the sales velocity, basically how fast something sells. And you can make your decision from there. You should also be able to see a profit payout in the calculator. All the apps have calculators that tell you what you're expecting to get paid out. Obviously, you have to remove your cost of goods from that in your head. Hopefully, you don't have to calculate that. So, yeah, pretty much that. Inbound shipping, a lot of people get caught up on inbound shipping. They forget that they went negative to send items into FBA, and they have to make that back once they start selling. So that's one thing to look out for. Kyle Lewis says, I started a window washing business a few summers ago, and I'm trying to find more clients. What is the best way to get my business out there in terms of marketing myself? So you got to create content around what you do. So hopefully you have an Instagram, Twitter. Instagram is probably the most important right now. Twitter is pretty important, especially for businesses. A lot of business and professional people, they gravitate towards Twitter. Don't ask me why. I'm not that smart. I've just noticed it. I think there's less crap on Twitter. Maybe that's why. Of course, you're going to have the Facebook page linked to the Instagram with the business Instagram. Have your bio super clean on Instagram, and the link in your bio has to, be quick to the point as to getting the client show, whatever you want to do outside. They've already seen your content, they know who you are. So when they click on that button, it should be more towards, you talking to them and starting to field the client and actually land a sale or a potential client. But your content, I would say that your content is just going to be, videos of what you guys are doing, like a video from the other side, and here comes the squeegee, washing the windows, and just showing how, maybe show a dirty window, and then now it's super clean, and you can see, the people that are outside that are happy, that are laughing, or maybe you can get some testimonials from your clients. Maybe do a little hyperlapse content of you, time lapse washing a bunch of windows or something. Get funny with it, something like that. But you're going to have to create content. And then I suggest that you make sure that you always tag all your content that you post with the location that you're at. So the city name, or the neighborhood or whatever, and always tag the businesses that you're working with. as well as the employees that work at the businesses, because all these are just little hooks that you're casting out more ways for people to find your business, right? And that's really what it's all about, especially with hashtags now that they're in the stories, and there's stories based around hashtags. So, and just make sure that you're in the stories too, don't favor the curated wall content so much, because everybody's in the stories. The stories is where all the attention is right now. But yeah, just make sure you're making great content that's based around your business and shows what you do, but also how what you do makes people happy. And just make sure that there's many, many ways that people can get back to you and find you from that. And that once they do find you, that it's very easy for them to become a client of yours, which means you accept many forms of payment. It's a standard Shopify website or something like that. So that would be my whatever, take it or leave it. But thank you for giving me a social media question. Well, we got 22 people on Facebook. How's it going, Facebook? If you guys aren't a member of my Facebook group, please go to my website, reezy.tv, and there's a link on there to join my Facebook group. There's almost 14,000 people in there. It's definitely the best group on Facebook for book selling. The search on there is an oracle. Anything you need to know, go to that search, and I guarantee the answer will be there for you. Let's see. Slang and Amazon says Google ads in your hometown. There should be like a market mailer. Okay. Apex Designs 24/7 says, what's up, Reezy? I heard about you through Gary V. So being in the printing business, what is best for me to sell or to start on platforms such as eBay or Amazon? Need some direction and advice on what apps are useful and how I can offer my service and items on there. Items such as custom decals, Yeti cups, custom t-shirts, etc. Thanks. Much love and respect for the grind and hustle. So you can make your own listings on Amazon for items that you have, but you might want to look into Amazon's program called Amazon Custom, which allows people to order things and customize what's on them. So for example, I'm not an expert on this. I actually haven't even used the platform, but I think what it allows you to do is, for example, you sell things that have like a carving in it, and the customer, you can say how many characters it can be, and they can they can put their message there, and then you carve their message and they order it. So t-shirts, plates, banners, Yeti cups, whatever product you sell, look if it works on Amazon Custom. That would be my best bet. That's just my forte is e-commerce, and that's where the traffic's at. Other than that, it's going to be social media, and pretty similar to the previous question that I did. Also wanted to go back and touch on the window washing thing. Make sure that you're going into the hashtag of the city that you're in and the area that you want to service, and just going through there and just running through and liking photos like nonstop. That way you'll be getting people's attention. They'll look back at you. They'll see what you do. As long as you're doing a good job with your content, then you could land a new client. So super exciting. Let's see. Dear Ang says, hi, Reezy. How do you know when to buy a book if FBA scan says to reject, even though the potential profit looks decent? It seems like all the books I come across say to reject them. Also, are you still planning on doing the $50 per month club? Sorry, I'm not sure of the exact name. So first part is you need to understand that whether it says reject or buy is a product of your own settings that you make in the trigger settings of the app. If you're unaware of that, you're probably using the default settings, which are definitely too conservative. And so just know that you can change those around, and you really shouldn't be looking and going strictly off of the buy or reject signal. You should be looking at the data on the screen and understanding it and how to read it. If you guys want to get a question in right now, go ahead and post it to Instagram on my last post. That's where these questions are coming from. Ibrahim Elahib says, what is the amount of books worth shipping LTL, best software for accounting? So first part of the question is that answer varies depending on where your fulfillment center is that you have to ship the items to. So for us, we start saving 60% at around 300, 325 pounds and above that. But under that, it's not nearly the same amount of savings. And I have a friend in Minnesota, and he has to ship much further to his nearest fulfillment center. And so he ships 2 pallets, which is, like 1,000 pounds or whatever, and it's not even close to the same rate that we get. So you have to ship more weight, more pallets if your fulfillment center is further. And also you're using a different LTL company than I am. It's all depending on where you're at. Amazon has these little micro contracts with the LTL freight suppliers. It's not like a standard company throughout the whole country. Let's see. Alexander Ye says, how long will you hold on to a book in Amazon FBA warehouse? Do you destroy them? Great question, Alexander. So we will hold on to a book for as long as we see the light on it, while keeping track of, how much it's costed us and whatnot. But generally, when we go and do the review of our inventory for long-term storage fee, we're getting really, really picky about stuff, anything that's over a 3 million rank, especially if it had a much better rank and then it went worse. It went the opposite direction of what we predicted when we purchased it. Definitely going to keep more of an eye on those and inspect them and look at the camel graph again on those. But really, they usually don't cost you that much. So it's pretty obvious which ones you should let go. And also you'll be looking at them too. You'll look at the title. So you're like, it looks like it could be worth money if it sells, and it has sold a little bit in the past, but the rank is terrible, but it's a cat calendar, let that one go. And the other one is, a book about history. It's a more niche topic, then I would say keep that one. It's all totally, totally subjective. But let me go over to the Instagram Live and grab some questions off here. A lot of questions on Instagram Live. Let me see. Dang it, I don't want to be looking over there instead of at the camera. All right, let's go. What up to Zen Flips? Always on the live. Let's see. Yo, Reezy, watching in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. I'm super jealous of you, dude. Let's see. Not a lot of questions. Okay, Lake Life Set 370 says, you mentioned taking pics of the shoes with receipt when sourcing at Marshall's. Any details on if it's any more than that? No. So basically, we just, for accountability reasons, in case Amazon gives you an inauthentic claim, then we have the picture of the shoe, brand new, with the Marshall's tag on it, with the or whatever store it is, with the barcode of the tag, which matches the receipt. That way you just have all of that tied together. And we use if this, then that in a recipe with just a little camera recipe. So as soon as you take the picture, it shoots off to your Dropbox or to your Google Drive or Evernote or whatever. And so we'll have one that says retail receipts, boom, snap that. And then a different one, swipe the screen to a different camera for when you're in the warehouse. And you just take one photo of each style, shoe, color, or whatever, not like all of the different sizes. But then you just have that for your record keeping, which is great. Dang, Larry, Watch Me Amazon wants to get on the show next week. We should definitely do it. We should do a midweek show, bro. Straight midweek show. How long did it take for eBay buyers to trust you? It's tough when you only have 1 or 2 sales because people don't trust people with a few sales. This is definitely true, Peter. And I built it up over time. It took a really long time. I was like 15 when I started selling on eBay. But one thing you can do is you can buy feedback on eBay by selling things for very, very cheap or little to no profit. So I don't know if you can sell coupons on eBay anymore, but I used to sell coupons on eBay, and I would get, I was only making like 25 or 50 cents on every order I shipped out, but I had, like 100 orders a day. And so it was almost like a minimum wage job. But the beautiful thing was that I was getting an insane amount of positive feedback as a seller. So I'm sure I'm not an eBay expert. I don't claim to be. Talk to Posh Hanger or Nicole State if you need that kind of information. But I know that there's some stuff like that that will allow you to amass a large amount of feedback very quickly. It's not all, cut and dry what you think. There's some tricky stuff. Let's see. If you guys are on Facebook or Instagram, do me a favor and go to YouTube and smash the like button and leave a comment. I really appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm. Let's see. Peter says he sells wooden pallets, $10 a pop. What's your overall criteria for sourcing 200,000 plus sales ranks and $10 profit? I don't understand the question, but I don't have a hard cutoff on rank, but a great rule of thumb is $10 per every million rank. So if it's 2 million or over, it has to be worth $20 merchant fulfilled. 3 million, $30, etc. Of course, these are rough outlines, so don't take anything to the bank. You have to make your own judgments on everything. Let's see. Bream Barbecue says, just got into merch. What is the best method of driving traffic to your shirts? PPC and self-promotion? I don't know too much about that. I'm just getting into merch myself. And as far as I know, the best way to be successful on Amazon merch is to make shirts that have existing traffic going to them, not necessarily driving your own traffic. I know that can help to get your item to pop and like to get reviews and stuff, but I'm not sure. You might want to talk to my boy RJ Martinez. He is becoming a merch expert. So his Instagram is at RJ Martinez 2389, and he's killing it. He just started YouTube and he's dropping fire, fuego. If you go to his YouTube or his Instagram, comment Reezy sent me. Dude, it's been a hot day. I've been out here. Yeah, I'm a little tired today, guys, for real though. I'm also not wearing shades, so you can tell. Let's see. Are you not doing wholesale? Why or why not? I have a book business that has employees, so I have to run my book business. It's a separate thing. I could start doing wholesale, but I still have a book business with employees. So that's how it goes. You guys that are just, one-man show and you don't have employees and you don't have a system based around stuff, you could switch it up, whenever you want. But I have a book business. I don't know when the new app is coming out. Maybe like a month or so. What is the lowest rank I should buy on shoes FBA scan? Again, shoes, that's a tough one. Shoe ranks got mixed up with the clothing category, clothing and apparel, and that kind of tripped everything out. So shoes, overnight shoes that were like 20,000 rank went to being, 150,000. For me, the most important thing that I look at for shoes when I'm buying them is reviews. How many reviews does the shoe have? Of course the rank, but the reviews. If the reviews are sick, it's selling, guaranteed. So no reviews, 1 review, 2 reviews, kind of iffy, but like 5 reviews and up, I'm definitely feeling much more comfortable. 1,600 reviews, that's selling 100 pairs a day. Let's go down here. How do you not get play? What label maker do you use to print labels? So we use the Dymo 450 Turbo and the Dymo XL, 4XL, I think, anyways. You can also get cheaper. You can get older Zebra printers, and you can get a serial to USB converter or whatever, or they might have a USB on the back. But the Dymo printers are the way to go unless you want to drop the Lucci and get a brand new Zebra printer, because those are super savage. Also, we use the Brother, I forget the model number, but to print the 30 up labels for books, we prefer to use the 30 up labels. Let's see. Have children's hardcover picture books sold well for you? Definitely. Children's books sell well in general, and I don't know if it's just because the books sell or because other booksellers don't think to look at them and leave them behind, but you'll be amazed how much you could sell a very small, children's book for sometimes. How do you evaluate textbook sales? Sales ranks seem to be high. You need to look at the sales rank during the textbook season. 450 XL. IG National says, hi, Reezy. How long did it take for your business to become cash flow positive? I buy a lot of books, like 600 a week, and the cash flow had been negative. That's a rough question because I don't know how you're buying your books. I was buying books for 25 cents to $1 when I started, so I was cash flow positive pretty quickly. If you haven't bought a CD DVD cleaner, the Eco Pro 2 is on sale for $9.95. That's what Lucas is. I can't read your guys' username sometimes, but yeah, Eco Pro 2 is a super sick CD cleaner. I use that too. It's awesome. CD prices are going up, guys, since all the CD gating been going down. Let's hit the Facebook comments real quick. There's a ton of comments on Facebook. Let's see. Shout out to Mike Walters, IRL, on the Facebook. When you're going to open source that software, have a GitHub link? No, I don't know much about all that, guys. Sorry. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to do something pretty cool, guys. I'm going to answer some questions on my Anchor account right now. So if you guys don't know what Anchor is basically like the Snapchat for radio, and people can call into your Anchor station and submit questions, and you can post them to your Anchor and then answer them. And you could just, you literally just hold your phone up to your ear and start recording. So I'm gonna record one real quick. Check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome to Reezy Resells Anchor Radio. I'm going to answer a couple call-ins today. I'm actually doing this live on my YouTube channel that I do Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would love to have you there and either call in or post questions, and I just want to answer them and help you out. So here we go with some quick call-ins. That's it. And then you can swipe to add background tracks, and then you can just press done and you posted it. Let's see, caption, quick call-ins. Boom, done. Add to station. Then I'm going to go over here and add a little interlude. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, backspin. Check it out. Or where is it? Break. Okay, so I'm going to add that to the station. And then I'm going to go over to a call-in. I'm going to press this one from Freddie Fast Flipper.
Hey, Reezy, how are you, buddy? This is Freddie Fast Flipper from Miami. Got a couple of questions. Do you use the same scanning app for books and for regular merchandise? Do you use Scoutify or FBA Scan for both? Or do you use one for books and one for, let's say, sneakers or toys or whatever else? Let me know. I appreciate your answers, and thanks for doing what you do. Take care.
Okay, so that was a great question from Freddie. Now I'm going to add that to my station just by pressing the plus sign, add to station. And now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to record my reply. So literally you just hold your phone up to your ear and then you can start recording your reply. So let me fix this. Facebook got all messed up. Sorry, guys. Hey, Freddie, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. That's a great question. So for the most part, I use FBA Scan for everything that I'm scanning. If I am doing not media, I'm probably in live mode unless I'm, in a dead zone in a store or something like that. But the more I get out of books and CDs and DVDs, the less comfortable I am. And so on those, I'm hitting the camel more often and looking at the sales rank. But really, when it comes down to it, a lot of the tools are very similar. If you're not scanning books, you probably don't need database, but it's really handy to have the sales rank graph quickly accessible for whatever category that you're in. So I do prefer to use FBA Scan, but if you're scouting not books, Scoutify is really similar. I've never used Profit Bandit, so I don't know about that. Scan Power has the graph on the screen. That's pretty sick. My Scout IQ, when it comes out, is going to be amazing. So check that out. Sign up for their the beta tryout, which is at My Scout IQ. And yeah, thanks for the call and appreciate it. So when you're done with that, then you press done. And I'm going to title it, "Thanks for calling in, Freddie." Done. Add to station. And now check out what my station sounds like. Go home, go to my station, and check it out.
What's
What's up, guys? Welcome to Reezy Resells Anchor Radio. I'm going to answer a couple call-ins today. I'm actually doing this live on my YouTube channel that I do Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would love to have you there and either call in or post questions, and I just want to answer them and help you out. So here we go with some quick call-ins. Break.
Hey, Reezy, how are you, buddy? This is Freddie Fast Flipper from Miami. Got a couple of questions.
Anyways, you guys get the idea, right? So then after that, it would be my reply. So I'm going to record one more from the call-ins, and let's see what we got here. We got right here.
Hey, hello, this is Anthony Smith here, calling from Atlanta, scanner from Atlanta. Hey, Reezy, I want to say thank you for everything you've done for the community. Your knowledge and all the nuggets you've been dropping for free, man, it is excellent. It has definitely helped me with my business. Hey, I'm just calling just to want to highlight one of the things you said on your recent Money Talks, when you talked about make success louder. And basically, you said F being humble. And I agree with you 100%. You know, I've been a humble person. I was thinking to myself that, hey, this is how things are supposed to be. This is how society wants you to be humble. But what you said made a lot of sense in terms of, you know, you helping somebody and, you know, you expanding that circle and everything. So want to thank you for that. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and continue to hustle hard, man. Gone.
Awesome. Let's add that to the station. Now let's go and reply to that. Let me make sure I get his name right. Okay, Anthony. Thanks for calling in, Anthony. I'm glad that I could help sway your your viewpoint on that situation as far as humble goes and being successful. And really, it took me a while to come around to that. I think I didn't really understand it until I read 10X by Grant Cardone, because he talks about in there, like, you shouldn't be jealous of people's success, for basically you should be happy for, you know, and there's not a limited amount of success. Success is unlimited. But if you have a scarcity mentality, you go around thinking that when someone else is successful, that means there's less chance of you to be successful. But in reality, since success is unlimited and there's infinite amount for each individual, that every time someone is successful, it's actually just affirmation to yourself that you can be successful. And so that's how I feel. And yeah, I understand being modest and humble. I just think that, you know, there's a time and a place for it. And if you're trying to help people and change people and motivate them and teach them, then fuck being humble. Sorry for cursing, but it's just how I feel. But thank you for calling in. I really appreciate you, and feel free to call into the station anytime with some questions. Boom. So thanks for calling in. Boom. Anthony. I like using people's names. Boom. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to add those two ones. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with Anchor, but I think I just did content on content on content, triple on content. I don't know, just did the hat trick with the content. I am live on 3 platforms right now. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so you can't get away from me. If you guys want to do some quick call-ins, the number is 209-83-Reezy. If I don't get a call-in, I'll just probably go back into Anchor and answer some more of those Anchor questions, because I do have a bunch of them. 209-83-Reezy. How's everybody doing? Let's go into YouTube, see if we got any questions in YouTube. Yeah, you guys like Anchor Radio? I really like it. It's awesome. It's super easy to make content. Like, if you're, if you're interested in something, you could literally just make a station on Anchor, and then you can go get the information from somewhere else, and then you can, reread it in your own style on Anchor, and then that's your content. You know what I mean? Excuse me. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
Hey, Reezy, how's it going, man? This is Andrew from Miami.
How's it going, Andrew?
I'm doing fantastic, bro.
Awesome.
I actually got you right here live, and I definitely have some questions for you.
Let's do it, man.
Alrighty. So I actually started FBA a month ago. I've done 700 in sales so far.
Nice.
And as far as my profit goes, the payout is 300, and I really put like 150 in it, so I pretty much been able to duplicate my money. Now, my question is this, because I know my real problem right now is inventory, being able to keep up, because now I've been able to scan a lot of products and been able to get them on, but now I can't grow my capital at the same time.
Right.
So I know my real problem right now is that, and that's what I'm working on. Now, I guess you could call it practice scanning. So I go into different stores just to kind of see what other products are out there that might be available, so that way I know what I'm looking for next time I go in there.
Right.
When I go to thrift stores and places that have things that are barely tagged or they're not really brand name, I have a hard time really figuring out what to pick from those places.
Right.
What do you think about that? Have you had the same issue, and how do you go about that?
So the problem is you only know what you know, right? And so when you go into an area or a category that you're unfamiliar with, it's overwhelming. You almost can't even see the stuff as far as, what you should scan. Whereas like when I go into the shoe section, I go straight to the men's sneakers and scan the Nikes or whatever. And I'm not so familiar with the women's shoes, And when my wife comes scouting with me, she'll find some crazy makeup or lotion or perfume or whatever. And I would have never scanned. I would have never scanned that. You know what I mean? Because it's just what you know. So if you're comfortable and a category, you can cherry pick out the things that you should scan, or go to the clearance only and check that out. But if you're knowledgeable about it, if you're not knowledgeable, you just got to scan everything.
I get it. That definitely answers my first question. I have a second question for you.
You want to talk about the capital question?
No, not really, because realistically, I don't know how much time you have, but I do sales. That's how I really make my money right now. So I actually go door to door as a public adjuster. I'm a licensed public adjuster as a state, so I help people out when they have to do an insurance claim or something like that. So
nice.
Right now, that's my main source, and I have to go door to door on a daily basis, and I have to push myself to do it and stuff. But that's just the way it works right now. That's why I will work as a passive income.
Right.
Now, my second question to you really was this: are you like the Vito Corleone of book selling, or are you like the Mike Corleone?
I don't know either of those people, but there's definitely
that's from the Godfather.
There's definitely people selling way more than me. I'm just the one with the loudest mouth and producing the most content. I'd say as far as like being a small bookseller that's not doing bulk, I was probably one of the original persons that did really well and was on social media. But, there's people like Greg Murphy that do bulk books, and, they have a warehouse with, they're getting who knows how many Gaylords a day, and they have conveyor belts in their warehouse and stuff like that. But
wow.
Definitely not the biggest fish in the sea.
Yeah, well, you definitely share the more wealth, and I think that's definitely why you're able to do all of these things that maybe others are not getting to it, and that's really appreciated. I see it from everybody that talks to you, and definitely comes from me as well. Really thank you for everything that you do.
Awesome, man. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a great day.
You too, man. Happy Memorial Day.
All right. Bye.
The lines are open, guys. 209-83 Reezy. Let's see. I got someone text me real quick. They texted me. Let's see. Dude, it looks semi-important, so I'm about to check out this text real quick. Nope, just kidding. Not that important. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
Yo, Reezy, what's going on? It's K Dizzle from the 85th Gaming. Just wanted to call in, say what's up. Love the energy, my man. Been following you for a minute.
Awesome. I need some of your energy today, dude. You got energy today.
Dang, man. Yeah, I'm like instilled with the power of Gary Vaynerchuk. I just got done watching his stuff today.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like how he shouted you out in that one video. That was like super sick. But yeah, long story short, I started my path into FBA book selling maybe about a month ago. and used your material as like a platform to figure out how this all works, you know, how to scan books, where to source, all that good stuff.
Awesome.
And it really built like a good foundation, and I just shipped my 350th book today, so really stoked about that.
Awesome.
And I tried the e-flip, because you recently did a video on it, I think like maybe a couple of months ago or something like that, and it's mind-blowing how that opportunity exists.
Yep.
And I guess not a lot of people are going into it, so I just tried it last night, and I got instantly hooked. I probably dropped about $200, and I got maybe like $3K worth of books coming my way, which is just like,
that's awesome, man.
Going on?
Yeah, it's crazy. Right now is a great time to be buying books online using eFlip software to flip for August, September. Because if you go and look right now on Google Trends and type the word books or textbooks, you can see that like right now is the low point, and the peak is coming up, you know, in August, September. And so it's great time to buy. And like you said, it's an unbelievable opportunity where, you know, you're literally at home in your underwear making $2,000 to $3,000 and only investing $200 to $300, and they're just coming to you, you know. And so if you guys want to try that out, I got a 10-day free trial link below in the video description.
Using that.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not going to sign up, do the 10-day trial and, you know, make your money and bounce out or whatever. But I bet you're going to want to stay.
Oh yeah, definitely. So here's the question, because I know you're answering questions here. So I didn't turn a profit for the first 3 weeks, give or take, because Amazon had this weird thing. I guess Amazon Prime has this weird thing where when you ship the books to them, FBA, you know, Amazon,
right,
it takes forever to situate and settle the books in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
it depends.
I recently got my first 2 negative reviews because the books took too long to get there. Is there a way to, maybe there's something that I haven't turned on because I have this or off or whatever, because I have the,
so you're a merchant fulfilling your books, or you're doing FBA?
No, I'm FBA. That's the part that's getting
okay.
right
So
now,
if you're
to Amazon,
yeah. So if anytime you get a feedback like anytime you get a bad feedback like that where it's Amazon's fault, they'll remove it for you fully. You just need to contact them and just submit it. Like you just go to, when you're logged in, go to the bottom of the page and click contact or customer support or whatever. Problem with an order, put in the order ID, removal, feedback. And then usually it just gets automatically removed. And you should actually go through that.
Easy, huh?
Yeah, you should go through that process on any feedback, no matter any bad feedback, no matter why you got it or whatever. Just see if it gets automatically removed. If it doesn't get automatically removed, then they ask you to pick multiple choice or choose other and write a description or whatever. So you might as well always try to get it automatically removed. The other thing is what they're going to do is they're just going to strike through the feedback. So your customers can still see it, but it says Amazon accepts responsibility, and they strike it through, but we don't like that. So what you can do is just send them a message and say, I want you to fully remove it. And if you ever have issues with the feedback getting it removed, you can always do a chat support link and ask them to remove it. If they say they're not going to remove it, just close the chat and make another chat and get a different rep and ask them. Just rinse and repeat until you get what you want.
Sick. Okay, real simple. Okay, I like that. Yeah, because I pretty much, once those 2 negative reviews came in, my sales went from like selling 4 to 5 books a day to 0 for 3 days straight, and I had to put out that fire really quick. So I'm glad you gave me that information. I'm going to go ahead and put out that fire and let you answer another phone call. Really love the hustle, my friend.
Awesome.
Thanks for all the info. Keep it in there, my man.
Yep. Thanks for calling in, man. You have a good day.
Have an amazing day yourself. Yeah.
All right. Bye. You have an amazing day too, bro. Dude, that guy had the energy that I don't have today. Guaranteed. If you guys want to call in, 209-83 Reezy, call in and let me answer some of your questions. So Money Mixer says he sourced 3 books today, 60, 150, and 76. Nice. Case Miro Flores says, why don't you spend a small fortune on some Gucci shades? Because that's not cost efficient. That ain't worth it, Playboy. What are good sourcing parameters for used books when you're focused on volume and increasing your inventory dramatically? buy books as cheap as possible. Buy a lot. Go to a lot of bulk library bag sales. That's going to be your best bet if you want to focus on volume. And buy all the books, whether, you know, the ones that can make you $1, even if you got to pay $2, you're buying them, but hopefully with a good ranking. Shout out to Sharon's domain. This is our first time here on the live show. Appreciate you guys. If you're watching, please smash the like button. That helps my video perform well on YouTube, which helps me to make more videos, and I always appreciate that. Again, if you guys have a question, you can call in 209-83-Reezy. Let me put the number on the screen on this Instagram real quick. If you guys aren't on Instagram, you played yourself. I'm just telling you right now, you straight played yourself. Instagram is the platform to be on. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
Hey, Reezy, my name is Rick Clark. I'm in Akron, Ohio, and I go by Eagle Thrift.
Hey, what's up, Eagle Thrift?
Hey, man, I really appreciate what you do, and I just had a quick question because something I'm considering for myself, and I wanted to find out if it's something you ever thought about. Have you ever considered having your own actual physical store?
Yeah, actually have considered it a lot. Unfortunately, where I live, although it would be great to support that kind of thing, because I would be thinking of having a bookstore, probably / cafe / pizzeria, but super expensive here. But if you have an area that has good foot traffic and has an interest for whatever you're thinking of doing, whether it's like a thrift store or a bookstore or whatever, you can certainly make good money, you know, acquiring your books for, you know, 25 cents or less, you know, if you're getting bulk Gaylords for like 10 cents a pound, and then selling the clean ones, you know, organized well by subject and whatever, like a real bookstore in a nice store with traffic for like 25 to 50% of the cover price. You know, that'll definitely work. You know, we have 2 bookstores in where I live that sell used books that, you know, and that's pretty much their pricing model, 25 to 50% of the new price.
Oh, man. Well, you know, I just took a shot at calling in. I said, well, he's probably got 1 million calls, and I'm just going to try it anyway just to see if I get through. But I appreciate your answer, and I really appreciate what you do, man. I've been getting some good knowledge from, you know, watching your YouTube.
Awesome. You got the bell notifications turned on?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's how I know when to get on, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Okay, thanks, Reezy.
All right, have a good one, Eagle Thrift.
Okay, you too. Bye now.
Bye. If I could figure out how to hang up my own phone. All right, guys. 209-83-Reezy. Let's take a couple more calls before do I bulk, bro? Couple more calls before we end off the show here at the 1 hour mark. I'm trying to see if I can get my dog Bernie to call in. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
This is Mary Sullivan from Chicago.
Hey, Mary.
Pizza lady.
Yeah, no, I remember you, Mary.
Hey, I'm wondering, when you go about hiring people,
okay,
do you hire people that you know, like family, or?
Yeah. So I start with friends and family and go from there. If you have to go out of that circle, then you have to, but try and find some quality people that have a good background in, you know, I focus on people versus like what they're skilled in. Obviously they need to have somewhat of skills, but mostly they just need to be trainable and they need to show up. And so I hire people based on, you know, their morals and, you know, the things their parents taught them or whatever. Not, you know, not what the paper says, because you can always train people. But regarding the friends and family, everyone always says that's not good, but I disagree. I just think maybe you have bad relationships with your friends or family, and no one's going to care about your business as much as you do, but your friends and family are the next, you know, the next line of defense. They care about you, so inherently they care about your business a little bit more than the average person would.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we go.
Amazon. I do a lot of eBay. I'm just wondering how about going to what kind of salary or what are your pricing?
Okay, so
per item? Or?
yeah, I would do some per item pricing. So you would have listers that would list for you, and you would drop off the stuff, and they would take the photos and make the listings. And you can even have them make drafts, so they don't actually post it; they just make drafts, and then you go through the drafts and approve them, or you have like a manager that goes through the drafts and approves them, and then you have a bunch of people just taking pictures and making listings, and you could do per item listed or whatever. So, and then you would just work that, whatever fee it was, you would work that into your buying criteria, build it into your cost.
I see. Okay, great. Well, nice talking to you as always. Always love your show on Mondays.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in. Happy holidays.
I really appreciate your New York videos.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
I'm about to start editing day 3, which is Philadelphia, which is also just as cool.
Great. How did you do those aerial shots? Was that all drone?
Oh, yeah. I got a drone
camera?
Yeah, I bought a drone right before I went out there. So that thing's super fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of work goes into that.
Yeah,
sure.
I can't wait to come to Chicago and take you up on that pizza spot. What is that spot called?
You bet.
What's it called?
Chicago Pizza Oven Grinders.
Chicago Pizza Oven Grinders. You order it by the pound. Mary says it's the bomb.
Yep.
All right, Mary. Thank you. I value that information highly.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye, Mary.
Bye.
All right. Trying to get one more call before the night's over. Man, I can't wait. I got to get that Chicago Oven Grinder pizza. What? All right. Well, Bernie was calling in and then he hung up. I don't know why he would do such a thing. Here we go. What's up, Bernie?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Just,
how was your trip to Moscow? Moscow.
Moscow. It was definitely something else. Totally different from other countries I've visited. But it was cool. I got to film a lot, and while I was out there, I did some work for some other people that wanted me to do some videos for them in preparation for the World Cup next year. Was that work that was scheduled, or did you acquire that work while you were in Moscow? No, it was. I kind of put the word out there. One of the guys that went with me, he's actually a lawyer and has an online course where he helps people with the bar exam. Nice. And he wanted me to just help him out, filming, because he edits his own thing and his own videos, but most of his videos aren't even edited. It's just him talking for like 20 minutes straight. So right. I kind of told him, like, hey, yeah, your information, I'm pretty sure it's very valuable to a lot of people, but not a lot of people are just going to sit there and watch for 20 minutes without something else going on, So right, yeah, so you helped him out? Yeah, we planned out the trip, and then and we made it happen. So we stayed together out there with one of his boys, and we kind of just, went sightseeing and stuff, but we would pick key locations, and then some Russian people that helped us out with the language. Nice. But you ended up getting some work additional to that, unplanned? Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's talk about that, because I think that's what people want to know. How did you go somewhere and then demonstrate your talents remotely and then get paid for it? All right, well, the way I did it was I knew I have this idea back when the World Cup. I like soccer. Okay. Ever since I was a kid, I played soccer, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, one of my big goals in life was to at least get to go to a World Cup. And I missed the one in Brazil, but before the Brazil World Cup happened, like, I remember thinking, like, man, I need to get out there. I need to figure out a way to capitalize on this, because everybody in the world that's been to, for that month, everyone, the whole FIFA soccer world, they're all going to be in that city or in that country. I mean, so I had these ideas back then. I used to produce music and attach my music to certain videos and help with editing video. But that's just something else I used to do. So I was trying to make certain tracks.
You got to wrap it up, B. You're taking forever to get to the point, man. You're going to put everybody to sleep.
All right. So basically, I saw the opportunity again. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go a year before. And once I'm out there and the 2 months leading up to it, I'm going to just start hitting up everybody from big corporations like Sprint and this Polish airline called Lot Airlines, I think, to whoever I can get a hold of using Instagram or any form of social media. And just the same way I reached out to you, hit them up on the DM, just let them know, like, hey, I looked at your, I looked at your views on YouTube and your views on Instagram, and I noticed that on YouTube you're killing it, but your Instagram isn't doing so good. Maybe I can do something that can complement your Instagram so that more people can direct themselves towards your YouTube.
Right.
So
hold on real quick. If you guys don't know, Bernie is a dude that makes the short form content for me. So if you see the clip that I have on Instagram, like 2 to 3 posts back with the Charlemagne the God and Gary V, he took the clips from that show, then spliced it up with clips from my episodes, and then made that clip that is awesome and looks like Gary V made it, if you didn't know. But right now we're talking about how he went to Moscow recently and then was able to land more work while he was in Moscow making videos for people that wasn't planned, and how he did this via networking through Instagram DM. So you reached out to them, and then that you told them you could provide value, and then they
pretty much, I just let them know, like, hey, I'm gonna be out there for these days. I see that you're in the fitness world, or I see that you're an upcoming reporter for a certain channel that nobody watches. Maybe I can do some content when I'm out there that you can use in the coming months, because that's where everyone's going to be come June 2018,
right?
World Cup. So that was my focus. But at the same time, like, I always like to make my own travel videos just for fun, and even that's landed me some work before. I've gotten free Airbnb nights because I offer my videos to the people that like the owners of the property where I'm staying.
Nice.
I've gotten free meals because I offer my videos to the business people. That kind of sparked the idea of reaching out to people and to companies. But the one that I'm working on right now is I got a hold of somebody that works at one of the 4 major mobile carriers in this country. Nice. I'm allowed to put the name of it. So I shot a lot of video, and I've been sending them like small clips, and then and just even if I don't get paid for it, if they were to use my stuff and put it on their social media,
and then tag you.
For me. Yeah. And but yeah, I mean,
hey, as much as I love you, dude, I gotta cut you off, bro. We got people calling in, and normally you're not this boring, I promise. But right now, you're boring me to death.
Yeah.
I got love for you, though. Hey, I'm gonna talk to you later tonight or tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right, have a good night, Bernie. Sorry about that, guys. I swear to you, normally Bernie's not that boring, but right now he just put me to sleep live. So yeah, I'm gonna take one more call in because that one didn't count. And will the jury please disregard the last 5 minutes? You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
This is Anthony.
Hey, what's up, Anthony?
Hey, so Reezy, I was trying to figure out. I just started with you guys, and I just started watching you, and I don't know what's going on with I'm just basically just starting out.
Right. And
I went to I don't know, maybe 8 different Goodwills this weekend, and just struck out all the way. But I did run into a reseller, book collector that is crazy. Like, he had I don't know, 10,000 books. It was awesome. And so he's selling for like $1.
You went to his location to go through them?
Yeah, I went through them, and it was amazing. But the only thing was that a lot of them were coming up, buy on
on FBA scanner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he said one of the guys that supplies him, he got caught up with like counterfeit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like fraudulent like books. And
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Right. So there's some Chinese companies and some Indian companies that are making counterfeit books and then bringing them into the market. And so the way that you can tell if it's counterfeit is mostly because you have more than one copy. You'll have like 5 copies and there'll be the one black sheep. The other things are, the printing is just not that great. The barcode is not crisply printed. Sometimes the cover image, if they were to stretch it out to fit the full cover of the book, it would look super bad. So they'll frame it with like a white border. But really, it's really, really hard to tell if it's counterfeit or not when you only have one copy. But unfortunately, that is a problem that we're dealing with.
Okay. Okay. So I was going as a sole proprietor, but do you suggest going in as an LLC or?
Just whatever works for you. Sole proprietorship works great until you need to do anything bigger or better. I'm not an expert, so you need to talk to a CPA and weigh the pros and cons of it. But S Corp is something that should be looked into as soon as possible because you can avoid the 15% self-employment tax.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Really do.
Awesome.
And I appreciate all you do.
What was your name again? Anthony?
Appreciate Anthony. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, Anthony.
Thanks a lot, Reezy.
All right. Have a good night, bro. All right. Let's see if someone else calls in. I'll take that call, but we're going to see if we got some more questions here. Scared money don't make no money. Nope. Jen Lester says, is it possible to make sales on a product if Amazon is also selling it with or without the buy box? Like if you are buying products direct from a manufacturer? Thanks. Definitely. You want to make sure that Amazon shares the buy box on the product, and that will be the best case scenario as far as investing your time and money into a product. Because when you can't get the buy box and Amazon has it and they have the buy box, you're screwed. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
This is Victor. How's it going, Reezy?
Who is it?
Victor.
Victor?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Victor. How's it going?
All right, man. I won't take too much of your time. I know it's been going for a while. I'm sure you're tired.
Yeah. No, I'm all right.
A quick question. I've been preparing my first shipment while I was doing it last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll finish it tonight. And I went off and printed out my list. It's about 100 books, and they're in all kinds of orders. So I have to go book by book and put it. I'm using the Amazon app or the Amazon system.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you talked about Inventory Lab, and I've seen videos to where
Scan Lister.
I'm sure you've done it, and other people, they kind of pile them up and they just go book by book.
Right.
It's all in order. What am I doing wrong, man?
So if you're listing on Amazon, that's going to be the main problem. You want to get Scan Lister, which is I believe it's $19.99 a month. And if you like it, you can outright buy it, but just go ahead and do it month by month. And I think there might be a trial. I should have a link in my video description for Scan Lister, but it's much more of like a robust batch listing software. So it's not as detailed and advanced as Inventory Lab. It also doesn't cost $50 a month. But basically you would work. I have a video on, how we make shipments. You could look that up on my YouTube channel, but basically it's, condition them into piles. So take them all and go, okay, these are all the like new, these are all the very good, these are all the good. And then you go through and scan each condition separately. And then you're changing the SKU in between each one, but you leave them in the same order that you scanned them in. And then when we upload them, when you print stickers, the stickers will print in the same order that you scanned them in, provided that you're using sequential SKUs, like how we talk about in our video. And and then the books are generally like 90% in order, and you just go through and sticker them all.
Right. That's the only reason why I didn't finish with the whole packing it was because I had to go one by one. I was going by one. I said I'll finish tonight. So.
Yep.
Well, sounds good, man. I'll definitely check out Scan Lister and go from there.
Awesome. Glad I could help you out, man. Have a good night.
All right, buddy. Appreciate your time.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
You too. Bye. Yes, let's see. Exito Ex Minuto says, are you Hispanic? No, but I am Hispanic by marriage. My wife's Hispanic. I married into it. I also grew up in the barrio. And hold on. This is a weird call. Let's see. You're live on Money Talks with Reezy Resells. Who's this?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got this black phone. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? No?
Hello, Reezy.
Yeah, we got you. You got me? It ain't gonna work. We're out. That was crazy though. He called me on Facebook Messenger. Apparently, I didn't even know that would ring through to my phone. I got to turn that off. That's crazy. Facebook Messenger calling me. They call in via Facebook Messenger. They call in. I can't figure it out. I'm sorry, James Grant. iPhone hates you, James. Sorry. Anyways, guys, that's been an hour of my time and of your time. I really appreciate you guys joining me via Facebook. The phone that I was streaming live on Facebook just died, so I don't know if that's gonna get posted or not. Total amateur try cast here. Yeah, super amateur move here, guys. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate everybody that suggested questions. If you guys have any questions for me, you can submit them to my Anchor radio station. I appreciate that. It's a great way for me. It's super easy for me to help you guys out and also broadcast that content back for everyone else so it can be helpful for them. And I can also repurpose that content to put on Instagram or Facebook or where else. And it's just super fun. I recommend you guys checking out Anchor. Yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on bell notifications. And if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you hate me, hit the dislike button. I don't care either way. But just leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Thank you for tuning in.